So Halloween night is upon us, when all the ghosts and ghoulies come out. Well, some do in any case. I don't quite believe in that. Probably most of you will realise now, if you don't know me, that I'm actually a pagan, so we celebrate something called Samhain tonight, and it's basically our New Year's Eve. So tomorrow will be New Year's Day, and there'll be plenty of mead drunk tonight and other intoxicating liquors. But I thought I'd just do a short film, seeing as Halloween in its typical sense, in the sense that we all know what it is. A bit of a scare fest, isn't it, really? So I'd want to talk about something that still scares me to this day, really, and it's the terrible Tegenaria. Oh. So in this tub is really one of my worst fears, or at least it certainly used to be. It's not so much now, but it's still a spider who I still can't get to grips with. Still haven't got that sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's comfort with the tarantulas. I'm happy to be around them. I'm happy to go in and out of their enclosures to feed them. But with these, I am still on edge. I don't know what it is about them. But I thought this as well, with it being it's sort of a Halloweeny thing, because this is something that genuinely does scare me. I thought this would lead in quite well to the set of shorts I'm going to do about the British spiders as well. In this tub there is actually a male and female Tegenaria. I don't know if they've actually got, I think there's been some debate as to whether they have been renamed now. I'm not quite sure, but to me they're still Tegenaria, so please excuse me if I am a little out of date with the names. But as you can see there, I don't know if you can just make out the male there is just walking about, and I'm going to do something now that I'm not right comfortable about. I'm going to try and take the top off with this. Just bear with me. Well, the skull falls on the floor, that's a good omen. Right, this is quite hard to do one-handed as well. Let's see if I can, that's it. Okay, here goes. It's time to face my fears. I'm shaking. I really am genuinely shaking. Just bear with me while I open this tub. Oh, blimey, there he is. So yeah, I don't know if you can, it's just focusing now. Excuse the shakes on the camera, but it's genuine. It is quite an effort to me. I can't see the thing. I think she's just under that bit of webbing there. I don't know if I can see her from the side. We'll just concentrate on this young man for now, though. This guy, for me, is the stuff of nightmares. He really is. Tegenaria, yeah, I think this is Tegenaria domestica. I'm, again, not 100% sure. I've never really wanted to do that much research into this spider. So, you might be asking why I've got these in this tub. Well, the reason I originally started keeping tarantulas was to try and conquer my fear of spiders. I got my first one, which you've seen featured on previous videos, which was a Brachypelma amelia. And to be honest, I fell in love with her. She was gentle, she was good feeding response, which I found quite exciting. That's about all the excitement I could stand at the time. But she's a lovely laid-back spider. She really has helped me conquer my fear, but I've now got the best part of 150 something tarantulas, 155 I think it was last count, might be a few more now, and other things as well if you've seen featured on there. And I thought genuinely I had conquered my fears until one of these approached me again, and I realised that all that tension, that anxiety was still there. So I thought, right, let's keep a couple in the Grapnage room and see if I can gradually desensitise myself to them. This, to be honest, is the first time I've had the lid off for any length of time. Obviously, I take the lid off to feed them and give them water, etc. But apart from that, this is quite an extended length of time. Obviously, people with this phobia and fear will understand fully how I'm feeling at the moment. Tripping over my words, etc. Because I'm genuinely nervous. I'm sweating now. I don't think I'm quite ready to have one. Oh yeah, walk all over me quite yet. Sorry. I mean, I will give them the due. They're quite amazing spiders. They are beautiful in their own way. I can say that now. I can look at them. I can be in close proximity with one. But the thought of that guy running all over me really does not appeal to me at all. So basically, this was just a short Halloween video to introduce British spiders by the way of this guy and his mate that's somewhere in there. I have seen her this evening, so I know she's okay. And also because, like I say, we're on Halloween. It's a time of year. It's a time of year when frights are what it's all about, and nothing gives me a bigger fright than these guys. So, let me know how you feel about these this type of spider. Have you got that fear of them? I mean, just look at him. I think it's the legs more than anything. I know tarantulas sometimes can have long legs, but this guy has got such long legs, and I think it's the speed. I mean, I know that it has been mentioned these are the fastest spiders in the world. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I have seen that in official literature. So I presume that's right. But I mean, you can see his eyes there as well. He is a beautiful guy, I've got to say. You know, I wish I could fully conquer that fear, but as always, like I said before on Garachnids is about a journey. It's a journey into my hobby of keeping inverts and collecting them and seeing how they react and how they thrive within this type of environment. And I suppose this Tegenaria is no different to that, except keeping him and her is more of a challenge. So yeah, as I was saying, get in touch. Let me know what your feelings about these spiders are. Are you scared of them? Do you love them? I certainly wouldn't stand on them or harm them in any way. I do think they do a valuable job. Certainly this time of year, this guy's in a heated room, so he's quite happy, but in September time, etc., they start coming into the houses and people are absolutely, scared rigid of them. I mean, if one walks across the floor now, I wouldn't freak out, but I wouldn't be too happy. What's your ways of dealing with these spiders? Is there anybody out there that's had that fear that I have and got tarantulas? I'm sitting in a room full of spiders now, and yet this little thing is the thing I'm most afraid of. I mean, as you've seen in the videos, I'll just show you this one. This is a false widow. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in there. She's somewhere in there, Nicholas. Let me see if I can get the top off and see she's about. Let me have a look. Oh, she's been making some nice web. Yeah, she's now out and about at the moment. She's there. Yeah, she's there, look. She's an absolute beautiful spider, and yet she comes with this tag of, #1 killer in the UK. I'm sure you've seen the news just recently. There was an article about these spiders turning up in a school or a couple of schools, and they call these exterminators in to get rid of them, and OTT, over the top. They're not going to do harm to anybody. But that spider doesn't bother me as much as that guy does, and that guy freaks me out at the moment. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a journey of learning, understanding, and coming to terms with this fear I've got and trying to conquer it. So hopefully these spiders will be featured 2 or 3 times more as I try and push forward. Really, we're trying to conquer my fear. Once again, this video has been a bit different. It's short. It's only featured a couple of species, and it's not as exciting as some of the others I've seen the spiders feeding and stuff. But this is something I wanted to share with you. I'm sure there's many people out there who've got irrational fears, and it's just about sharing that with the community as well at large. So leave a comment, thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. If you do like what I've done up to now, please subscribe, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, and don't forget, push that notification button, and you'll make sure that way that you'll get to see all the new videos that come out. So if you are going out tonight, stay safe, Obviously there's going to be a lot of children around tonight, and just make sure that they're all safe. Have a good evening, don't spoil it. And from Garachnids, I'm going to say good night while I slip the lid on back on this young man. Catch you later.